What's good, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're doing something a little bit different, but well worth sharing with you all. What's in my camera bag 2025 Lowlight Edition. As a street photographer who specializes in nocturnal storytelling, my gear is carefully chosen to keep things lightweight, versatile, and ready for anything. Whether you're just starting out or you're looking to refine your own setup, I hope this gives you some insight and inspiration for your next adventure on the streets. So let's dive in. Here's my trusty Wondered 6-liter camera bag. This bag is great because it's durable, it's water resistant, and I really like the understated techie style look. Over the years, I've found that 6-liter bags are my sweet spot, mainly because they allow me to carry my absolute essentials whilst leaving little or no space for anything unnecessary. But today isn't about my bag. If you want to hear my full thoughts on the bag, I've made a dedicated review of which I'll leave a link below in the captions. So let's see what's inside. First up, the star of the show, my Fujifilm X-T5. This is my camera of choice for street photography because it's compact, lightweight, and weather sealed. Coupled with my XF56 f1.2, it's my favorite combination at the moment for capturing the streets and whatever they throw at me. The image quality is stunning, even in low light. And again, if you want to hear more about my thoughts on the X-T5, my previous video was a 2-year review about the camera. And you can find the link in the caption below, and it's well worth watching after this video. Next up, I always carry 2 spare batteries and an additional SD card. To give you some real-world context, when I go out on a night photo walk, I usually cover between 10 and 20,000 steps and take between 150 and 1,000 photos. I save my photos in JPEG and RAW and shoot in slow burst mode. The X-T5 has 2 SD card slots. I use these 2 fast 128GB cards, meaning I don't normally have to switch SD cards. But I do carry an extra for peace of mind. The same applies for my battery. I rarely have to change that on my walks, but I do carry 2 spares just in case. Now, if I'm shooting more video, which I've been doing recently, then I definitely find myself switching my battery and SD card at least once. Ultimately, the last thing you want to do is run out of power or storage mid-shoot. For photography purposes, I've learnt and often talk about this in my workshops, that I only carry the lens that is attached to my camera for a few reasons, but mainly because I want to prioritize my shooting and not wasting time double thinking shots and switching lenses. Normally, I rotate my prime lenses about once a month just so that I can help mix up my storytelling and get my eye used to a certain focal length. Try it. I think it will help you too. I also carry a couple of filters. Attached to all my primes, I have a digital protection filter for all those accidental knocks and bumps when on the move, and sometimes I use my Pro Mist filter, which is the strength of 1/4 or a quarter strength. It softens highlights and adds a cinematic glow to light sources like neon signs and streetlights. Now, I like to keep things as minimal as possible, but these little accessories make a big difference. I use the dispatch camera system. In the past, I always used to use a neck strap and switch to the wrist strap whenever needed. But since switching from a backpack to a sling or any of my 6-liter bags, I predominantly use a wrist strap, which keeps my camera secure and easily accessible. A microfiber cloth is a must-have for cleaning smudges off your lenses, especially when shooting in busy or rainy conditions. Street photography means a lot of walking, so I always used to pack some personal essentials, a small water bottle to stay hydrated, and a quick snack to keep my energy up. Trust me, you don't want to be distracted by hunger when you're out chasing the perfect shot. However, these days it's more important for me to keep my bag as lightweight as possible, and so instead, I just stop at a nearest coffee shop to refresh, recharge, and get myself a little reward. Mentally, this is super helpful in making me stay out longer, as if things aren't going to plan, then I can rethink my approach and then head out again with a fresh new plan in mind. I do carry a hand sanitizer as I often end up touching some public surfaces along the way. In the colder months, I have these trusty hand warmers in my pocket. These were a recent discovery to my camera carry, and after I found that my touchscreen gloves weren't cutting it in those 0 degrees weather conditions, these have become really super helpful. My earbuds for commuting in and out of the city, but I don't wear them when I'm shooting generally, as I like to use all my senses when I'm looking for stories on the street. An additional phone battery, and of course an umbrella. Thanks to the unpredictable UK weather, I wouldn't want an unexpected downpour to cut my photo walk short. Now, this isn't an ad, but I was hand-delivered this watch back in 2017, and I've been meaning to thank the Chronobee team ever since. It was one of the first smartwatches to not look like a conventional smartwatch, which really appealed to me. My favorite feature related to street photography is the save location, meaning if I arrive at a spot or am moving through a new area I'd like to revisit, I simply hit this button and the location is saved. So I can return to it when I have more time, and I generally use this feature when I'm traveling through areas that are new to me. Last but not least, my smartphone. Technically, it's not in my bag, but it is an essential part of my kit. It's great for scouting locations, using apps for golden hour timing or weather updates, and even taking a quick behind-the-scenes video for social media. And that's everything in my Street Photography Bag 2025 Low Light Edition. As you can see, I like to keep things lightweight and efficient so I can focus on capturing the moment rather than worrying about gear. I will be making a separate video for my daytime street everyday carry, so keep an eye out for that. Now, I want to hear from you. What's in your camera bag? Do you carry a lot, or are you a minimalist like me? Is there anything that you could recommend I could add to my low light essentials? I'd love to hear it. Let me know in the comments below. And if you've enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more street photography tips and tricks in the future. I'm currently in the process of reviewing a couple of new cameras that are being released in the next few months, so keep an eye out for those exclusives too. That's all from me. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one. Peace.